Okay, later in the day, just got off work a little while ago. Mowed the yard, and I was trying to, figure out how efficient this thing is. And for a while, because of the shape of this tank, it kept messing me up, and I kept thinking that I would, open this cap up, I'd look in here, and after mowing a yard, I would see it like down to, here or something. It just looked like it was down to half a tank, but actually, what it is about here is half a tank, and it's kind of hard to see down in there, but there is fuel right about here, and I've mowed 4 yards on half a tank of gas. So I think that's about a liter there, a liter or barely a liter. And I have mowed this yard twice, front and back, including the side. And then one of the yards I have, it's a fairly large yard, I've done that, and the side of it twice? No, once I think. Yeah, once on this tank, and then I mowed another yard, and I just haven't been filling it up. I've just been seeing how long it'll take to run it out. So I've mowed 4 yards, and I still have half a tank of gas. So, with that being said, this is actually more efficient than the Tecumseh, and it better be because it's freaking overhead valve. It's supposed to be more efficient. Too bad it's not overhead cam, but oh well, I don't have to worry about a timing belt. Got this off. I wanted to check the spark plug on it, make sure there's no twigs in there. And I was kind of thinking about maybe taking some of this shield off here once it cools down, and see if there's any any type of porting or any restrictions in that exhaust that we can take out. And I might do up this carburetor and take it out and see if there's anything we can do, because I kind of want to. I don't care if I hurt or break it. I just want to, mess with it and see what there is to improve power or add power or whatever. It's still pretty warm. But I want to check this spark plug. This is a stock one that came with it. I wanted to take it out and see how it looks. I know this thing runs pretty clean. I hardly smell the exhaust at all. The other one, you can smell the exhaust, and it was kind of getting a little hard on the lungs. So now it's, you don't even notice it. Then again, the EPA did a test on it, or at least I think they did, and it's the cleanest. Not bad for a Harbor Freight motor. Clean, fuel efficient. It is actually fuel efficient. I'm glad. I kept thinking it was sucking up more gas, but it's the way the tank is shaped. It was messing me up. But anyways, it's been sat out in the rain. I've actually purposely sat it out here. Put the bagger on it so it didn't get completely soaked, but it's still completely surrounded rain, wind, and nasty elements out here. And then of course it was left out in the rainstorm, and it's just been running like a champ. So I think it's fairly durable. The air filter stayed dry. I haven't had any issues with it. No water in the carburetor or the fuel tank or anything. It's just been running great. So anyways, I'm gonna tinker with it just a little bit after I get my toolkit and see what's going on. That's what she looks like. Pretty clean. It's running really good. I don't really think I want to change the gap at all. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to. My little Sharpie mark on there, I've been trying to get it so that this open area is pointing towards the exhaust valve, the intake valve. And by doing that, you're increasing or making it so that the air and fuel will get to that spark quicker. Does it actually work? I don't know. But I figured it was something worth trying to do. Okay, this may be kind of hard to see, but this is one of those mufflers that has that weird mesh crap in there. It almost acts like a catalytic converter. And I really want to find is some type of flange with a pipe on it that's just like this. Yeah, I wonder if there's I think there's probably some type of VGR tube or something on some car that has something like this. I think I've seen it before. If I can find a tube like that that will actually fit in here, and then get shorter bolts with these threads, I can have a pipe come out and rig up something a little bit different for an exhaust. It'd sound probably a little loud, but it'd be kind of cool. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab the other tank from the other Tecumseh engine, and I'm gonna find a way to splice it into this line here, or rather just take this end off, throw on some new line here somewhere, and then make it so that I have 2 tanks of gas. That way I can fill them both up and not have to get gas in this thing for a while. And then what I'll do is I'll have to find a way to maybe strap it to this tank. So that'll be kind of cool to have 2 tanks. So I don't really want to cut this because I want to be able to put it back there if need be. And as you can see, I got this is the wire for the cutoff. So if the bag or the mulch plug falls off here, the engine shuts off. So that feature's still here. It's just attached to one of these bolts on the other side. What I like about this engine is you can either use a Honda replacement filter, which is like 10 bucks, or for $5 you can buy a Briggs & Stratton replacement filter, or you can buy one of these from where I don't know. But you can use a Briggs & Stratton one, so that's better. And then the Briggs & Stratton one will work in the Honda engine. It's just the same thing. It filters the same air that gets burnt the same way in a similar engine. The only thing is it's a different brand. Doesn't matter. Also, you can kill the engine by this little guy here. It's got a little spring that keeps it from going that way and wanting to touch. So you push it this way, it shuts off that way. I put my foot on this and shut it off, or I'll just take the bag off and it shuts it off. What I need to do is rig up a kill switch up there, run it, from here somewhere, run it along, and then it's good. You can have 3 points of shutting this thing off. So now I'm going to look at putting that tank and mixing it in with this. Alright, this is our new washer we've had for a little over a month now. And it's been doing really good. We haven't had any issues with it. It's been running sweet. I love this. Never gets dirty. Stays clean. Water always rushes through it and goes through there, blah blah. Good washer, well worth $1,000 we paid for it. However, this tray right here is 7 years old, and well, let's see if we can hear that. Well, after a while it'll get pretty nasty, like it's freaking making all kinds of noises. So we have some clothes in here, which whatever, just gonna leave them in there. What I'm gonna do is back this thing out a little bit, turn the power off, and I'll unplug it, and then we're going to pull it out to somewhere. Look at all this shit. Excuse my language. Kind of make some room here. I'm gonna pull this thing out, maybe get the vacuum back here somewhere and clean it up. But we're going to take a look and see what's going on back there, and try and figure out if maybe the belt is fraying and it's just a piece of metal just flipping around, or if it's like a wheel or a bearing or something. Well, I'm gonna figure it out and then see if maybe it's something we can replace, and then just not have to buy a new dryer. Okay, I can't get to the bottom to see what's actually broken, but as you can see, we have some interesting wear right here, and then some intermittent. That's something in this area is rubbing. And when I flipped it over to see if I can get the bottom to come out, there was something that was moving around and rattled. So something is broken or come undone or something. I don't know what it is. Well, I have an idea what it could be, but I don't know exactly. But some weird wear here, really weird wear here, and then just normal back here. And then our belt is actually in pretty good shape. I mean, it's where this little silvery-ish line here, that's where the belt runs. I kind of moved it a little bit. See, I moved it back. So that's fine. Belt's not cracked. So that's good. But we have something up at the front here. It's really messed up. And I would like to get the front off to see what's going on. But I got all that right there. It's kind of still attached, so I need to find a way to suspend this without it pulling on those wires. Maybe if I unplugged that and undid this, the front might actually come off. I don't know, let's see. If it does come off, I might be able to get a better look at what's going on underneath there. Actually, I'm not even going to bother with messing with it. I don't want to tear it apart too much because it still works. But to get this thing, the top to come off, you have these two hold downs here. Held them with an 8mm. Pretty much all the screws that look like these are 8mm. And then there's these two spring clips. You just get your hand in there and pop them, and this will come out. And you can unplug those wires there if you want to. I opted not to. And then, so, yeah, we're probably just going to run it until it just is shit. And then we'll probably get a new one. I'm hoping that, you know, we can get one that's matching to this. I know, we should get one that's a top loader. Yeah. Hey, how do you like this? And check out all this debris down here. Isn't that nice? Anyways, that's it for today's video. Yeah, it sounds a little better. I mean, I did knock something loose in there. Doesn't sound very happy though. If it catches fire, I'll let you know. But dig it.